You know what? I might not even need this. I'll probably use this maybe later. So you guys can all hear me, right?
Yeah.
What? Oh, just joking.
Yeah, you're funny. So, Mr. Hernandez said that he has students that have been affected by cancer. So how many of you have had a friend or a family member that has been affected by cancer in some way? Raise your hands. There's a lot, right? Okay, so you guys can put your hands down. I'm going to share my story with you. When I was 26 years old, I'm 34 now. I just celebrated my 34th birthday yesterday. Happy birthday. Thank you. You guys are cute. And last Wednesday, I celebrated my 6 years from my stem cell transplant. So that's awesome. Okay, so when I was 26 years old, I got into this car accident that saved my life. Okay, I had bruises all over my body that were the color of like these seeds, and they were like really big. They were huge, welt-sized bruises. I looked like somebody had beaten me up, but it was really the cancer that I was, diagnosed with. And so when I was 26, the doctors told my mom, "Your daughter has a 10% chance of surviving this. She's probably not going to make it to this other hospital. She has been diagnosed with terminal leukemia." You guys know what leukemia is? Yeah. Leukemia is a blood cancer. There's different types of leukemia. There's some leukemias that are more aggressive than others. So acute forms of leukemia are more aggressive, and that's the type that I had. I had acute promyelocytic leukemia. You don't have to understand everything I'm talking about. That's why I'm trying to give you some explanations so you guys know. Chronic forms of leukemia are not as aggressive, and you can live with it for a very long time without having to treat it. Okay, so I had one of the most aggressive forms of leukemia at 26. What that meant was when I was diagnosed, I couldn't go back to work, so I had to quit my really cool job working in a limo company. Really awesome. I know! Took all the fun out, right? I lost a lot of friends. People didn't want to hang out with the girl who was sick with cancer because they were all scared I was going to die. So I lost a lot of friends. I lost my independence. I had to go live on my own. I went from living on my own to going to live with my parents, and I couldn't take care of myself because I was really sick. So when I was first diagnosed, and they transferred me from Ventura County Medical Center to the City of Hope, and I got to the City of Hope, which is a world-renowned cancer center that I'm going to tomorrow to celebrate my stem cell transplant birthday with about 1,000 other people. It's going to be really awesome. That's out in Pasadena. And so, sorry, I get kind of scatterbrained sometimes, but it's because I've had so much chemotherapy that I forget sometimes where I'm at. So hopefully you guys are listening to me so you can remind me, right? You're going to be my reminder guy? I'm just you're fine. So I was diagnosed with cancer. I got to City of Hope. The doctors told my mom I was going to die. There was no way I was going to survive it. I had already had the disease for 2 months, and I beat it. So that's awesome, right? So I beat it not once, but twice. I had it a second time too. Okay, I had a second time in 2007. Now everything that I went through multiple rounds of chemotherapy. I went through lots of total body radiation, which destroys your body and destroys your immune system. I went through a stem cell transplant. But all that stuff was worth it. Does that sound like a crazy thing to say? Quite crazy? Okay, so why am I saying that? Cancer was, and every Thanksgiving I say this, and people think I am nuts for saying it. Thanksgiving, cancer is the best thing that could have ever happened to me. Because it made me, he's like, what are you talking about? Because it made me realize things that were most important, okay? It made me realize that maybe I had to eat differently, okay? I don't know if you guys know, but like people that have cancer, anybody who has cancer right now, if you have a friend or a family member, tell them no sugar. Don't eat sugar. Because sugar feeds cancer, and it feeds tumors, and it causes inflammation in the body. You guys have some